Okay, here we go. I thought I'd do something a little different. This is a Walls video. The guy who inspired me to do this. You know, I love his commentaries, I love his stuff, so I thought I would review his top 10 most hated predators. I might break this up into three parts, maybe two or three parts, I don't know, but he's got, you know, pretty much my top 10 as well, you know, give or take a predator or two. So I thought this would be a nice one to get all the predators in a nice bunch and just and just rip into them. So here we go.
I'm gonna go change tonight.
Jaswinda
I know, you
Chima.
gotta be patient for that.
That's not hard. No hug for me? I'm sorry? No hug for me?
Oh
You have
dear.
a seat right over there for me.
No.
Oh no, I would be doing that too. If I had known this, who that was, because he knows who that is, I would be doing the same thing.
Oh, no what? Come on, have a seat.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, please sit down. You're sorry for what?
I think I know what this is.
Please sit down.
I'm not for that, seriously.
I'm not for that. You're not for what?
You're probably gonna arrest me?
I'm not going to arrest you.
Cops will probably. I'm sorry, I'm not here.
Well, he's not gonna. So the only people who can arrest you are cops.
Really to do anything though.
And also look at his little mustache situation
Cops
going
will
on.
probably. I'm
He wore this shirt and trimmed his mustache, got a haircut, all to do this.
sorry, I'm not here really to do anything though.
He claims the here, and no place does it say that she's 19. I mean, you can go through it if you
No,
find
I
it, you
believe
can
that.
comment.
How old did she say she was?
13.
Wow.
Wow, wow. You know, what do you mean? You know, like you got to act a little better than that. I've seen better acting on Shorten Street
She says that right off the get-go here.
right off the get go.
You know, it would. Dude, I was actually home at that time, really
Right.
drunk. I probably.
And I find this kind of a good excuse. Like, it's not going to fly, you know, with the Long Beach Police Department. But this is I think, one of the better excuses. You know, I was at home really drunk. You know, that is plausible at least. You know, a lot of these guys, like JPW, just goes on this rampage of nonsense. A lot of them do, but you know, that's kind of like, it's not going to work. But it's, if you had to pick one, would you pick that one? I probably would pick this one.
Didn't even pay attention.
So you didn't even notice that she was 13.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I have never ever been with a minor.
And how old are you?
I'm 20, actually, 28. Yeah.
28.
Yeah.
Yeah. You sure?
I'm positive.
Yeah.
Actually, he's 30.
30.
On video.
Right now, yes.
You're not positive. You're lying.
Can we turn that off, please?
No, we can't.
No, we can't. Look at that little smirk, eh? No, we can't. Jaswinda Chima.
Whereas I've watched your show on Dateline. I would never do that.
So you've seen the show?
Yeah, I mean,
So
I
you've
already,
seen the show and you showed up here anyway.
I didn't know she was 13.
A little frustration. That's a little bit of frustration, you know. I didn't know she was 13. I was home really drunk.
I'm sorry.
Come on, no, but it says right there.
Come on. You knew she was 13.
Could you
13?
please turn the camera off?
I
though?
cannot do that.
Instead,
And you can turn it off. You know, cannot. You can. You just don't want to.
I remind him who I am.
Chris Hansen,
Arrest me.
Dateline NBC.
I know, arrest me, please. I'm here.
And the big cameras
It's like acceptance, you know, denial. I forget the stages of grief, but the last one's acceptance. Arrest me.
come out.
It's all like Jeff Sokol, you know. Are the cops here? Well, if they're here, just bring them in.
Obviously,
Because he's seen our reports, he knows what's going to happen next.
The cops are here, so you can arrest me if you want.
That-
Well, I mean, I know the police is going to arrest me, so where do you want me to go and be arrested? I can explain to the police. I mean, look at me. Do you think I would do something like that? I'm very professional.
well, I see a lot of people coming here who are very professional.
That's an odd thing. I'm professional, you know. Of all the things to say, I'm very professional. Momo was professional.
Chris, when I said, you know, I know who you are. I've seen the show many
Yeah, I know Chris Hansen. He's a friend of mine.
times. I mean, we talk about it at work. I would never do anything like that. Why am I being arrested? I haven't really done anything.
This guy freaks me out a lot too. Like, there's something I like watching this, but he freaks me out. This I haven't done anything, and the way he's staring and not blinking, it just freaks me out.
Don't you think I
Because
should?
we prevented it. We prevented it from happening.
So why am I still arrested, though?
Because you came up here to prey on a 13-year-old girl.
I know, but that part is over. Whatever happened, I mean, don't you think I should be let go now?
You know what? You're right. It is over. Oh shit, you know, turn around, I'll take these handcuffs on you. Jaswinder, it is over. I forgot, when you commit a crime, when the crime has ended, it's over.
You can go find another 13-year-old. I have a responsibility. I'm responsible to keep my community safe.
You're right.
Oh, I don't like that guy, you know. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he is right. And you're an idiot. Alright, who we got here? Number 9, Clifford.
But what happens here in Florida?
This guy is a little unreal. A little unreal. This is the guy who brings his 5-year-old, I think it's a 5-year-old, he's a 5-year-old, to watch TV or whatever, while this guy goes and bangs a 13-year-old. Yeah. This is one of the more disturbing ones. I have to be honest.
Florida shocks us all.
Oh, no.
Oh, I feel really bad for that poor kid too. You know, you're a piece of shit. You know what? What are you doing? You know, think about it.
He brought his
You know, I just imagine if I was 5 and that was my dad.
son with him.
You know, it would just be the most, you know, confusing situation. You know, this is not as humorous. It's more just disturbing. But let's watch it anyway.
He brought his son
Definitely in my top 5 most hated.
with him. He's got his child with him.
He's a 40-year-old married man, Clifford Wallach, screen name PhotoFix. He's here to meet a boy who told him online he was 14.
I like oral all
Oh, a boy online. I haven't watched this particular Predator that much. Oh, he's Dell. Let's hear what Dell has to say.
aspects. I said giving or receiving. He said both. I said cool. He said you up for that? I said sure.
I gotta tell you
Wow.
something.
See, if I was that kid, you know, I can remember when I was 5, and if I was that kid, and this guy came out and spoke to my dad like that, I would be like, what the fuck is going on now?
And I'm going to tell you just straight up right now. I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC.
Okay.
We're doing a story on adults eating children.
And Chris handles this pretty well, I think. You know, how else can you handle it? I think he does a great job.
And since you have your child here, I'm not going to pursue this.
Okay.
But I think you know what you were doing here, don't you?
No, I was just going to take some lunch.
My point is, because your child is here, I think it'd be best if you just went ahead and left.
Yeah, I agree. I'm never going to do this again.
I'm never going to do this again. Okay. Pointless little story there.
Since the police know the man has his son with
Oh,
him,
this is just sad. This is just making me sad. See, like, this would be terrifying. Let's watch that again. This would be just... How old would this kid be now? How many years ago? 14 plus 5. So he'd be a 19-year-old. Yeah. I wonder if he ever... Oh, of course he watches this back. Yeah.
police know the man has his son with him.
Sir, right there. You come here. You come here. Let go of the child.
A female officer quickly takes the little boy and whisks him away so he doesn't
A random woman comes and takes me away? That'd be even worse.
have to further witness his father's arrest.
Please give me my son, please.
He's taken away in handcuffs and brought to the transfer station.
Please, I want to stay with my son.
No, that's not an option for now, sir.
I didn't do nothing wrong. I was
Okay,
only
sir, I'm not
coming to
doing
take
so,
somebody
sir.
to lunch. I can't feel my hands.
You can't feel your hands.
Please.
Good fucking job.
The
Now this guy's interesting. This guy got a whole... I think this guy got the maximum sentence. He was from... I know him. He's from Georgia. He's from the Georgia sting. He was going to come with his girlfriend. And a lot of people say... I got to be careful here without saying anything racist. But because he's the black guy that comes, he gets the biggest sentence. Which is kind of fucked. I don't know the specifics around... I haven't read his chat log or anything, but, you know, that's fucked up if that's the reason. You know, they're all predators, but why did he get the longest sentence, you know?
Was it to catch a predator first? This man made plans online for a threesome with an underage teen and his adult girlfriend. Online, he calls himself Southwest Georgia Male Yes. His chat is one of the most graphic and disturbing we've come across.
Yeah, I probably should have read his chat. I haven't actually read it, but I will after this and see what he says to, you know, what qualifies him for this maximum sentence.
At first, he offers the decoy, Erin Lynn B., $250. When she asks, why do you want to give me money? He says, 'cause I want you. Then he tells her about another girl he met online.
She was 15 like you.
Okay, so maybe that's one of the reasons why he got the max sentence.
Her mom was at work.
Okay.
She invited me over. Had never had sex.
Oh.
Her and her friend.
He goes on to...
Yeah, okay. That explains a lot. You're kind of self-incriminating yourself. Self-incriminating yourself, yeah. Yeah.
To say that the two girls performed oral sex on him, and then he describes in detail how he claims to have taken one of the girls' virginity. And he doesn't stop there. After he sends pornography, he then...
It's kind of crazy, you know, this guy would never have got found out without perverted justice, you know. Because that's against the law, what he's talking about, and no one would ever have known. But he sort of tells on himself, you know, and no one would ever have known. So they do, yeah, that is good work from perverted justice.
Introduces the decoy to a woman who calls herself Phyllis, his girlfriend, and says she wants to be there with us. Pursuit of our decoy.
I didn't get a chance to get a hug.
Have a seat.
But as the decoy walks behind the curtain, the man
Nope.
sees our camera crew and runs.
He saw Ron. He's coming out. He's coming out.
And he keeps on running, even after sheriff's deputies order him to stop. Finally, an officer's taser knocks him to the ground. After he's arrested,
It's like a SWAT team.
he's taken in for questioning. This man with the incredibly vulgar chat reveals...
Look at his pockets. His pockets are pulled out. They don't tuck them in for you.
something that, ironically, no longer surprises us.
I was a menace in the shirt. I want to go to prison. Gary. Yes.
And is the investigator, is his name Gary? You know, who's Mr. Gary?
What is that? What news did they think I got?
Well, not a lot of sympathy. Well, no sympathy. I'll suspend my sympathy. You know, this is all self-inflicted, you know. It's sort of like when you go down the rabbit hole of, you know, YouTube serial killers on YouTube, and it's like, oh man, Ratchet, he has to, you know, who was I watching the other day? Ben Watts, or whatever that guy's name is, from Colorado. You know, these guys do it to themselves. So no sympathy. But he's good at trying to get it. Like, this looks sad, you know.
Do what? I'm gonna lose everything I have, Mr. Gary.
During our undercover
Yeah. This guy's a real fucking weirdo, and I think he got, like, real minimum time.
operations, it's not uncommon for potential predators to appear hesitant about walking in the door.
He's trying to wave her out to the street. No way.
But we've never
No
seen
way.
anyone like this man.
Trying to hit on you and you're laughing at me?
No, I'm not.
Okay, good. Am I freaking you out?
Why would you freak
You're freaking me out.
me out?
Because I'm 44 and I'm hitting on you? So would you ever fool around with an old guy like me?
Fool around. I think that's what old people say, you know. So, would you ever fool around with an old guy like me?
Once they set up an actual date to meet at her house, Moth 1960 makes his plans very clear.
Okay, how about after I come in, I'll strip?
For reals?
Sure, if you want me to.
You're kidding me.
Nope.
You can take your clothes off in the laundry room if you want to.
You said you were going to do something for me in the laundry room. Were you lying to me? Are you gonna back out on me? Because that's what
I wonder what's keeping him, because he doesn't ever come in, you know. I think it's like 3 in the morning and no one's around. What would be keeping you, you know, a little, your conscience maybe? And that's the part of me that wants to believe maybe this guy, oh, he's a good person deep down maybe. But no, he's not. But, you know, why not just go straight in? What are you doing fucking around?
feel like you're gonna do now.
Cautious.
Moff 1960 senses something different about the girl in the house.
Can you come here, please?
Oh, and that's just, can you come here, please? You know, that's just a little demanding, you know.
I'm right here.
Please?
In fact, something is different. Our actress is not actually the decoy who sent Moff 1960 a photograph of herself and spoke to him on the phone. That was a member of Perverted Justice.
You haven't acted this way when we've talked before.
Really? I wonder why.
Oh, really? Well, talking in person is a little different than talking
And
online.
you don't sound the same in person as you did on the phone.
Well,
Oh, your picture looks different too.
Well, you know, hop in your car and drive away then.
This odd conversation goes on for half an hour. At one point, he tells her to show him proof that she is who she says she is.
Get your library card. Where's the
He says, go get a piece of mail with your name on it. Yeah, I'll just go get a bank statement with my 13-year-old name on it. You know, what a fucking weirdo, man. This guy is a fucking weirdo.
Walgreens at?
this is ridiculous. I'm going to bed.
This is ridiculous.
Okay.
As we told you earlier, Fort Myers police officers are staked out in the guest house. So as the man tries to get in his car,
Get down! Get down!
he's arrested.
Yeah, there it is.
Put your hands behind your back!
So we never get to tell him he's going to be on Dateline. And he wasn't the only one.
Oh no, we'll save this guy for part 2, I think. Speaking of which, I gotta do part 2 for him, but I think I'll end it here. This is a pretty long video, so I might even do 3 parts for this one. Okay, I'll see you guys on the next one.